Hi there. The Staunton trap in the Scotch Gambit is taken from Howard Staunton's famous game against Mayet in 1851. e4 is met by e5, and after knight f3, knight c6, white goes for the Scotch game with d4. After black takes on d4, rather than playing the regular Scotch with knight takes on d4, white can try the Scotch Gambit with bishop c4. Black can now develop his king's bishop while defending the pawn on d4, to which white will castle. And we've reached a very popular position. The move d6 is a solid defensive line by black, as played by Adams, Shirov and Kaidanov. Also fine for black is knight to f6, which does prompt and encourage white to play e5, but then black can counter adequately with d5. And that's a line which is okay for black, which in many circles has put the Scotch Gambit out of commission. But if black wants to avoid those explosive lines, he might try knight g to e7. The problem with that is that the knight is not on f6, is not covering the h5 square. And that can be exploited by white with knight g5, which not only targets f7, but also releases the queen along the d1 h5 diagonal, so that if now castles defending f7, then queen to h5 looks amazing here for white. So to defend f7, black plays the counter thrust in the center with d5, to which e takes on d5 is met not by knight takes on d5, but knight to e5, which gets the knight safe while gaining time hitting the bishop on c4, which drops back to b3. And now h6 kicks the knight away. The knight drops to e4. Perhaps that h6 was not mandatory, because now the bishop on c5 is hit, backs off to b6, and now white plays h3, which is a decent prophylactic move to take away the important g4 square. And this is where black plays the losing move. If knight takes on d5, Staunton in his game played queen h5, and that's winning material immediately. Not automatically evident, but the queen is targeting basically both knights, and there's nowhere to go. If the first knight drops back, then the knight on d5 is under fire, and the knight on e5 can't be defended at all. If queen e7, then bishop takes on d5, and it's game over. So this has been the Staunton trap in the Scotch Gambit. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.